Hello friends, welcome to my new video to yet another. Guys, my predictions are very accurate, you all know this. Many people are very shocked on Twitter, especially on my X account, because they are really amazed at the accuracy of my predictions. For instance, you have this prediction right here. This is covering the entire month of September for Apple. I also made Nvidia, so we'll be checking that out too in a very short soon. So you are seeing right now that, for example, the first days are completely volatile. You have September 3rd, you have on the red, also shared by the green. That means extreme volatility. What ended up happening is that the red energy, the downtrend, ended up engulfing and prevailing over the green one. So that's exactly what we're seeing right now. For example, this is September 3rd, and you can see that the price just does non-stop collapse and very volatile. For example, you have all of these corrections, very big candles on the downside. Now, the next day, you have September 4th. Now, on yesterday, September 4th, you have this also very extremely volatile day, but this time it was technically a downtrend. We got the red day for that day, but very slightly, because you can see that this is where the price begins and this is where it ends. So it's a similar position, but slightly lower. That corresponds exactly to what I've been telling you guys that is going to happen in these days, all the way from the beginning of September, and tomorrow is going to be September 6th. So we can expect yet another correction, powerful correction maybe, because, for example, what happened today is that today is September 5th. So on this day, we have a day shared by two circles. The red one, this big massive red circle, which has 3 consecutive red days. That's what we saw on the September 4th. And today, that day was shared by this green circle as well, September 5th. So that day was signaling very strong possible uptrendy energies. And what we got is, indeed, it was a green day, again, very slightly, because this is September. This is historically a month of that is very hard on the markets. So you can see that, for example, even on the uptrends, they are very small, very small. Very small, and that's exactly to be expected on a general downtrend. Now, I have not yet confirmed this is going to be a general downtrend for the stocks, specifically for Apple and Nvidia, and probably by extension all of the other Magnificent 7 stocks. But September has always been a very difficult month for the entire stocks. For example, I also have my Bitcoin and Solana predictions, and both of those cryptocurrencies are very red this day. They have been losing steadily. The price is just going lower, and that's, again, normal for this month. But we're seeing some very powerful uptrendy energies on these weeks. That will not be enough, I'm afraid, because the last 2 weeks you are seeing that there will be absolute pain. There might be some volatility. There might be some days where we could have a surprise uptrend. But nonetheless, what really I am expecting for the last 2 weeks is going to be absolute pain. So be prepared, guys. Be prepared, because these days are perfect for scalping. But if you are really investing in the long term, I suggest you brace for impact and even open new positions on these days, on these weeks, because, again, these corrections are going to be even lower in the very near future. So that's for Apple. And let's just check out Nvidia, and you will immediately see that, for example, Nvidia is also very similar to Apple. Both of them are, again, Magnificent 7 stocks. Both of them are technology stocks, so it's very similar, but Nvidia is actually performing better in these days. They are actually doing way better than Apple in this sense. For example, you saw in the chart that I made for Apple that it was a red day. In this case, Nvidia, it was slightly green, and today, which is September 5, is also green, even greener than the other one. So Both of these 2 days were green, again very small, very slightly, but Nvidia is showing that it's actually performing better than Apple. For example, even the crash on September 3rd, it was very volatile also as well, but not nearly as strong, not nearly as that dramatic as we saw just on Apple. But Nvidia also has lots of troubles, basically the same kind of troubles that I'm seeing for Apple this month. For example, the last 2 weeks are going to be very hard. We could see a surprise uptrend on the 20th of September, but that's a very small possibility considering these 2 consecutive red circles, yellow ones, meaning there's going to be a lot of volatility, or days where the price just ends on a similar position to the one it opened. So be aware, guys, that we are entering very dramatic days, very dramatic weeks. If you're day trading, you could maybe skip some of these days until you find a good position, the lowest of all the corrections, which, if I were to say, I think the lowest point that we'll touch on this month is going to happen either on these days, 19 or 20 or 18, or on the 26. Could be. But we can also expect some surprises. Maybe flash correction, very dramatic on one of these 3 days of the yellow circle, and probably going uptrends on the other day, in the next following days, or the next even following hours. This is going to be very volatile period right here on this week. Basically the last week, because technically September will end on Monday, but it's already, the last week, it's technically this one. So be prepared, guys, be prepared. My predictions are extremely accurate. I'm not saying this. Many people are watching it. Many people are taking notes into what I'm bringing to the table, because I'm bringing you the information for free, because I want people to get prepared. Guys, I just want people to get an edge using my knowledge, using my superior strategies. If you can actually predict the future day by day, week by week, month by month, like I'm doing right now, like I've been doing all of these months ever since I created this channel, then you basically have a massive advantage. This is just a strategic, absolutely god tier levels. No one else does this. So take this into account, be prepared, and I want you all to invite you to subscribe, share, and like, and follow me on my other media. For some reason, my other accounts on other platforms are doing way better than on YouTube. So maybe you could see you could see me posting more frequently on those other platforms. But anyways, you also are very, very free and welcome to join this YouTube channel. So hit the like, subscribe button, all of that kind of stuff. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.